Hello everybody, this is T from Kate's Crafty Closet, and welcome to week 5 of the 24 weeks of Christmas collaboration that I'm doing with several other individuals, which I will link their YouTube channels in the description box below, so make sure you go check out their projects as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Normally I have a project for y'all already completed to show you and then go through making it, but this one was a little bit more time consuming, so I figured that it would be best if I just do as much as I can on camera. I did a little bit of prep work. So what you're going to need is one of these clear Christmas bulbs that you can get pretty much anywhere. I always buy a whole bunch of them after Christmas when they're on clearance. So I just took the tag off. I'm going to go ahead and open that up, put that to the side. We'll need it, so put that there. So the first thing that you're going to need is this is a perfect way to get rid of scrap paper. You remember 2 weeks ago when I did the these ornaments with the stars. So I had leftover plaid paper. So what I had did is I just cut it down into strips, and I just used my quilling tool and I rolled them up. You can do different lengths, whatever you want to do. I find the easiest way for me was to roll it with my quilling tool. You can roll it with your finger. You can roll it around a pencil. Use like whatever. You can use a pair of scissors. All depends on what you want. You can be uniform in your size, or you can just be random. For me, I just did random. I will have to say the thinner the cardstock and paper, the easier it will be to put it inside the ornament and stuff like that. And the next thing I went ahead and did is because I want to stick with that country Christmas theme, I had packing paper. Like this is just your standard packing paper that you get in the mail for packages and stuff. And I went ahead and cut a lot of that down and rolled it up as well. So you can use no glue on here. They can be random, or you can put liquid glue down here. And let's go ahead and just do one. We're going to go ahead and you can use double-sided tape. It just gives it a tighter roll. Also, leave a little bit on the edge. So to put the quilling tool on, if you're going to use a quilling tool, leave a little bit of space on that edge. The other edge is you don't have to, but on the beginning part, you want to leave a little bit so your quilling tool doesn't necessarily get stuck to it. And I'm trying to get my paper to stay still, and it doesn't really want to, but that's okay. We'll get it. And it doesn't have to be on there perfect, just like it's not. And that's okay, because it'll get covered up anyway. So I'm just going to pull off that release paper, throw it to the side, grab my quilling tool, and just, do the best that you can. Like I say, if you want to use a pencil, you want to use your fingers. Totally 100% completely up to you. You can use a pair of scissors and curl. It all depends on what you want to do. And it also depends on how much you want to fill your ornament with up. These little things. So I'm just going to roll. Like the tighter you roll, the tighter it's going to be. So if you want to go loosely, because you get a little bit more fluffy, curly Q, like you want to call it. So this is what you wind up with. And what you can do is, if you think that's too thick for you, you can go ahead and take your scissors and just cut that in half. So there you have smaller pieces. And I'm going to use this in the ornament. So when you cut it like that, you're going to have to wind up shaping it a little bit to get it back to that circle, like that. So what we want, I'm just going to go ahead and do is I'm going to alternate between the brown shipping packing paper and the plaids. So it's I'm going to put a couple plaid. Let's just go 3 plaid. And of course you can shake it up. And if the openings are pretty big in these ornaments, so you don't have to be super concerned about the size. And I probably am not going to fill this up. I don't think I have enough to maybe fill it up halfway, and that is totally 100% fine with me, because I can always go back in and add more stuff. And you could add other stuff that you want in here, so the paper doesn't just have to be the only thing in there. You can put anything else you want. You can use, like I said, this is just, to me, it's this is a perfect way to use up scrap paper functionality, and I still can get some more ornaments for my tree. I love doing themes on my Christmas tree. Let me know in the comments below, are you a themed tree person, and everything has to fit within those schematics, or are you just I'm going to use what I have and decorate that tree. And it's like, so it might fill up more than I thought. I guess I was just a quilling away, like rolling these little doohickeys up. So it may or may not. I don't think it's going to fill it up. I got maybe 20 more or so, but it's okay. But so the tighter you put it, the heavier the ornament will be in the end, and it'll take more for you to fill up your ornament. So I just, like I said, to me, I did different sizes, and if you think it's too big, you can just trim it down with your scissors. Just be careful when you're doing that. We don't want you to hurt yourself. And I wanted to put this charm that I have, 2020 charm on it, but I didn't have, small enough to do. So basically, those are, I have one more piece left, two more pieces left. So these are pretty much all the pieces that I have left, and that's 100. That's plenty enough for now. I can always, like I said, go in and add more if I want to, but that's cool. So I went ahead and I tied some ribbon, which is the same ribbon that I've used in a past project. So I had some left over, and I took some natural looking jute and I put them together, made a bow. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put that top back on, and I have my glue gun sitting here ready to go. If you have vinyl, you can personalize things, or your good handwriting, you can use those paint markers and stuff like that. So here we go. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that glue, hot glue, and I'm not going to burn myself. That's not the goal. And I'm just going to go around that ornament, because I'm going to put a little bit more of that plaid ribbon, so it's still on the spool. That way, do my best. Like I said, I'm not trying not to burn myself, because that's metal and that glue is hot. I recommend using your low temp if you have one. So there we go. Got that. I'm just gonna press. Of course, I'm gonna get strings, and that's okay. And we're just going to go ahead and do our best to trim that off. Well, and then we'll glue our bow on that little piece that's trimmed off to hide that on there. So then we're going to go ahead and put some hot glue on here. Twirl it around. And then we're going to come in, and then we're going to put that on there. Give it a second before, so it cools down a little bit, and then press. And then still burn your finger. Yeah, I felt it that time. And then if the little boogers get on you, I always take just my heat gun, and I just go ahead and I heat set it, and it kind of disappears into the nooks and crannies of the object that it is here too. So there you go. That is our cool little country Christmas ornament today. I hope you can see that pretty good in the camera, and it doesn't have too much of a glare. But that's all I have for you all today. So make sure you go ahead and check the other creators' projects for this week. And make sure you check out my store at katescraftycloset.com. The coupon code going right now is Tonic25, which will save you 25% off of everything in the Tonic Studios category, which also includes Nuvo. So go ahead and check that out. If you have any questions, by all means, always reach out to me at katescraftycloset@gmail.com. And thank you all, and have a Merry Christmas, and make some ornaments. And make sure you let me know what kind of, are you a themed tree person or kind of just random? It's like I've done both, but I've come to the conclusion that I really like themed, because there's so many ideas that I can come up with. So thank you all, and have a crafty day.